Hey, Siam here, and I'm just going to quickly show you the best business model that sells for big bucks in the fastest period of time. So last year I bought quite a few businesses and I sold quite a few businesses. So I'm now left with about 8 and I've got a fair few questions that along the lines of, what sort of business model is the best to set up to then sell? Because there really is no real profit in the setting up, running and growing of businesses. The real profit is when you sell the businesses. And if you look at any billionaire, pretty much, or at least 90% of them made their big money when they sold their businesses. So I've got my big boys here. They're huge. These are permanent markers, so I'm going to absolutely destroy this whiteboard. Yeah, so basically there's 2 things I want to go through. First of all, identifying what type of business model is the best to set up, run and then grow, etc. And I want to show you how you can actually realize that 7 or 8 figure exit. Because a lot of people want to be millionaires or have a nice income, etc., but they don't know how to get there, and hopefully this video helps. So first of all, let's start off with the different types of business model. And you see, and you have something that looks a bit like this, and it's volume up here, and price, or mainly margin, down here. And so you have 4 quadrants. So first of all, I'm going to give you some extreme examples to elaborate the point here. You have the really high margin or really expensive product with not that many customers. So Bugatti will be down here because they're selling a car for 1 to 2 million euros. So not many clients, but big ticket. You then have what I call the unicorn sector, and this is where you have crap loads of customers selling for a really high margin or a high price. And the only one I can really think of is Apple that comes off the top of my head. Pretty much everything Apple is overpriced, and it has such a big loyal fan base, and there's lots of users. Pretty much everyone has an iPhone. You then have the sort of what I call the quadrant of despair. And if you ever find yourself in this quadrant, I think you should just give up or pivot, do something, and basically reassess things. And this is where you have not many customers, low price point, and what you'll find is that most small businesses are in this area. So especially like self-employed, so plumbers, doctors, electricians, etc. You're not going to be able to sell a business for a large amount in this sector here. And then you have what I call the data section, where a lot of customers, very small price point, and you have Google, Amazon, Netflix, all these other, Google, like Facebook, like all of these are way up here. Some of them are for free. And guess which sector is the best one to be in? Now, a lot of people, when they're thinking about, I need to come up with a business idea to sell for billions, they obsess with this sort of unicorn place, where in fact what you need to do is really focus in the sort of the data one. So I'm going to get on my knees now. I have a few criteria with this. So you need a business model which is high volume, low price point. Very scrappy, these. High margin, subscription based, and automated. So that's what you really need to focus on. And if you look at these companies up here, they're normally charging around £7–9 a month. And it's mostly online, so it's all margin pretty much. So that's the different business models which you should focus on. And so if you just click on the link, we'll continue on this video and we'll talk about how to get those big exit multiples and how to really break it down and actually get there.